Does social issues take precedent over actually trying to entertain their audience these days? Obviously, I think it does, but it's easy for me to say that. We know what happened with the reimagined Disney. We're going to read this here from Breitbart. They're covering this. In other words, in this annual report, Disney must warn stockholders and potential stockholders of the risk these investors are accepting if they hold or choose to purchase Disney's ailing stock. Here's a key takeaway hidden within a pile of Disney's corporate speak. So let's read some of this stuff. We face risk relating to misalignment with public and consumer tastes and preferences for entertainment, travel, and consumer products, which impact demand for our entertainment offerings and products and the profitability of any of our businesses. Our businesses create entertainment, travel, and consumer products whose success depends substantially on consumer tastes and preferences that change in often unpredictable ways. The success of our business depends on our ability to consistently create compelling content. That's true. Which may be distributed, among other ways, through broadcast, cable, theaters, yada, 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 yada. A bunch of, yeah. Such distribution must meet the changing preferences, of the broad consumer market and respond to competition from an expanding array of choices facilitated by technological developments in the delivery of content. That's referring to like streaming and all that stuff, I'm willing to bet. And then they mention the success of the theme parks and resorts and all that stuff, yada, yada. It's a lot of corporate speak here for sure. Demand for certain out-of-home entertainment experiences such as theater going to watch movies has not returned to pre-pandemic levels, so they're blaming that. In addition, many of our businesses increasingly depend on acceptance of our offerings and products by consumers outside the U.S. Just a bunch of corporate speak saying that they suck, essentially, and they can't really, there's challenges that come into business. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This part right here says, further, consumers' perceptions of our position on matters of public interest, including our efforts to achieve certain of our environmental and social goals, often differ widely and present risks to our reputation and brand. Consumer taste and preferences impact, and this is what they said, and we read some of that, impact, among other things, revenue from advertising sales, affiliate fees, subscription fees, yada, yada, yada. So they're completely aware, and I guess this is the takeaway. They're completely aware that their reputation can be damaged by their perceived position on yada, yada, and they talk about their environmental and social goals. To me, I pick that up. They just don't give a shit. They look at it like that's just a thing that we're going to have to deal with. I will say this. I do not believe that the industry let's say this. The industry as we know it is gone. Hollywood entertainment has changed fundamentally. People have placed social issues above everything else. That's just not going to change. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. They may be more creative in trying to max that, but that's priority over telling stuff that's compelling and entertaining their audience. So if you want stuff that is more gonna have some soul, is going to be compelling for the audience that it's intended for, that's not going to come from them. It's not going to come from the Disney sales. It's not going to come from everybody and the Amazons and all those guys either. It's going to come from independents, period. The mega corporate entities are committed to doing some shit. And I think that's the part that I told y'all this. They're stupid, okay? They're incompetent, but they're dangerous in a sense that they do have allegiance to a social narrative, right? Incompetent, socially driven sort of ideologues are dangerous. And they might be dangerous to their own business as well. But to that, I say, let them fail. Let the independents rise and go about your business. Alpha Core #1's pre-order is live. Written by the legendary Chuck Dixon and penciled by Joe Bennett. Visit Rippaverse.com to grab a copy and any of the merchandise items. Be sure to also check out the animated trailer for the campaign, which is the latest project from Rippaverse Studios. Y'all be easy.